Evening, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. Those of you that were kind of waiting for me to go live at 9:30. Basically, had a bit of a barbecue incident. Um, we went down to the local park after work to do a barbecue on like a disposable. Took all the food with us, and then forgot the barbecue. So we had to drive somewhere else to get food. They took ages to serve it, etc., etc. So I'm late, but look, we're good to go now. Could go through first draft and whatnot. See you around. FPL General, how's it going? In his 64-man elite league, my only aim for that league is not to finish bottom because the competition is ridiculous. Have you accidentally turned the volume down? No, I think it's okay. Oh, it's just the music's gone down, yeah. Oh no, I have Ramsey. Was that not given away on the thumbnail? Nah, no exploding barbecue, luckily. You think I have a weak defence? Jesus, I'd usually probably spend a bit less on my defence. But hey, you got to save the money somewhere, right? Why Ramsey? He's pants. Why Willian? Yeah, to be honest, so let's you have too much Spurs. So first thing to say is probably the hang on a sec. Let me sort this out. I'll set up the league later actually. Don't let me forget before I go. So what was I saying? Already lost track. Oh yeah, so the 4.5 million defenders, they're kind of just placeholders right now. I haven't decided which 4.5 are the best, but those two spots will be taken up by 4.5 million defenders. Triple Spurs is a big mistake. I don't know. But I think, how's it going, Eddie? I think Trippier is a really good price at 5.5, although I do think Spurs are going to buy someone. Kane's in there as captaincy, in case he goes big. And Ali I just think is a good price. So that's kind of my thinking so far. Redmond to a 4.5 million, then Alonso in. But that means I've got to play that 4.5 million midfielder every week. So let me explain before you start trying to make my team like yours. Because that's kind of what it is. So, Willian is going to have to be the creative spark as it looks for Chelsea right now because there's no Hazard. He's going to be injured at the start of the season. So that's why I got Willian. I think 7 million is a really good price. I'm probably going to wildcard earlier anyway. So why not try and get on Willian? I think Chelsea got pretty good fixtures. Starting off with Burnley. Spurs away is not great. I don't know, they got okay. I suppose it's okay fixtures, not great. But Everton at home could be okay even with their new recruits, and Leicester away might be right. We don't know how Leicester are going to start. I just think Willian at 7 million could be underpriced. Fabregas and Pedro, yeah. I think Willian's just going to take the place of Hazard, right? Straight up. Trippier and Ali, good prices but not good fixtures. I think they're pretty good. I mean, you look at their first 5. Okay, fine. The first one's an away game. Do we know how Newcastle are going to perform? I don't know. I'd expect Spurs to comfortably beat them. Chelsea away, yeah, granted, tough. Burnley at home, Swansea at home, they should be okay. And Everton, done another away game, but we'll see if they're on fire. If United don't sign a deep holding midfielder, will you keep Pogba? Probably not. I'm already kind of swaying a bit on Pogba. I kind of like Mkhitaryan as well. This is scary, similar to your current draft. You've got great taste in drafts. Why was sick in the bin on the Fantasy Football Scout news up? Is that supposed to be who? If so, I don't think anyone. Newcastle beat Spurs 5-0, 5-1. Yeah, that's a bit different though. Nah, that's the problem with going 3-5-2. I Don't think any of the 4.5 million forwards are going to be starting. Though someone said McBurney was maybe with a chance. I don't really know, to be honest. Not tempted by 3-4-3, maybe. I mean, I suppose I'll just get rid of Redmond to a 4.5. I can get up to a 6.5 million forward. So it's basically Redmond versus Gale. Excuse me, Redmond versus Deeney, Redmond versus whoever, really. Going for a cheap bench. Yeah, I always go a cheap bench at the start, to be honest. What have you missed? Not much. We only just got started 11 minutes ago. I'm trying to justify my team to everyone right now. Goalkeeper-wise, how's it going, Revan? Goalkeeper-wise, I think I'm definitely going to start with Foster. But over the weekend, I basically got told by a Newcastle fan that they think Elliott's first choice. So I'm probably going to go Elliott instead of Myhill. And I think instead of Yoshida, the problem is fixtures, but I'm a bit tempted by Charlie Daniels to start off the season. Kind of maybe going for the attacking players, but they are not great fixtures. Whereas Southampton's are really good. I swapped Yoshida in for Cedric earlier. I don't know. I mean, we're still looking at it. Do you know what I mean? There's going to be so many changes between now and then. Milner, safest bet to get 170 to 200 points. Wow. Milner will depend a lot on pre-season, to be honest. Are they going to buy anyone else? Is he going to play left back? Do you know what I mean? Does he get into midfield if he doesn't get into left back? I don't know. How was Scout Camp? Really good, thanks. It's half decent to be fair. Got Trippier in there. Yeah, I mean, you got to compromise somewhere, right? Surely most of you got 2 4.5 million defenders. Yeah, I keep hearing about Robertson. How much does Wembley worry you for Spurs defence? Not a great deal, I don't think. I don't know how much to buy into that. Yes, they've got a poor record, but surely most of that's in cup competitions, right? It's a bit different in the league, I'd say. Although, granted, obviously they're not used to it. Salah, I kind of like Salah actually. I don't know where I get the money from, but I'm tempted by him at 9. Problem is, Mane really is the one to get, isn't he? So, Tadic over Redmond. I can't really go near Tadic. He's done me so wrong in the past. You need a premium keeper. You definitely do not need a premium keeper. All I'll say, I think if you're looking at premium keepers, is it your first season? Yeah, I'll tell you what, FPL have actually screwed up. Like naming the streams and stuff with this new draft mode, because everyone's assuming that this video is about the draft, but obviously it's not. It's just my first draft in standard FPL. Don't really know how to differentiate that actually. No, yeah, there's nothing you can say that'll make me get a premium keeper. They're absolutely not worth it. Yeah, of course a clean sheet's like a goal, but a cheap keeper can get a clean sheet as well. You spend that money elsewhere on defence. There was an interview with Dele Alli a few months ago and he said that Wembley wasn't the reason they lost so many games, it's the fact the games they had were important. Yeah, exactly. The problem with Man City... I was saying, obviously I want someone from Man City. Like, I love De Bruyne. If I get Aguero or Jesus, I have to drop Kane or Lukaku. That's a tough choice. Sané, you're basically getting Sané because you can't afford anyone else. So I'm basically going with that at the moment. I mean, you got to drop someone somewhere. Yes, I could fit in the player from all the top 6, I'm sure, but I don't know if I want to make that many sacrifices. Like, maybe if I go Kane, I drop Ali. Don't know. No, Joe Hart's not in the game yet. He's going to be 5 million though. I regret no City, maybe. Bear in mind though, obviously, this is like first draft, so... Check this out. Oh, I haven't put Twitter on. Oh, hang on. This might put a spanner in the works. Look at this, Sanchez going nowhere. Club have told the Chilean he has to honour the final year of his contract. It's not to sell. Surely no one's finding 12 million for him. It's so much money. Weak team, so weak. Yeah, I've thought about a strong front three. To be honest, a strong front three will probably depend on who Chelsea buy and if Aguero goes anywhere. Aguero to Chelsea just seems so unlikely to me, but if he goes, I'll be more interested in Jesus and Aguero. I heard Sanchez to PSG. PSG are buying Neymar apparently. The only good cheaps were Pickford and Heaton. I mean, every season I've played FPL, I've used cheap goalkeepers. It's generally been pretty good. Great fixtures indeed, but tripping on a team with a new manager is awfully risky and maybe naive. Oh, Southampton, is it? Yeah, they got such good fixtures though. How's it going, TM? Swansea, West Ham and Watford at home with Huddersfield. Nah. I mean, Redmond's the one that might go. I'm kind of like the double defence. Any seasoned keepers do you think in the first draft? Maybe one of the big... I don't know. Yeah, maybe one of the big hitters. Ali Kane or Lukaku. But it's unlikely, to be honest, to get them all the way through. Rarely happens. I do tend to start off 3-4-3. But my problem with it is I don't really like the 6.5 million strikers. I don't really like the 8.5 million ones either. I like Rooney, maybe, if the fixture's better. So, yeah. Southampton got good fixtures, so I might just go for Redmond and hope for the best. Obviously, the other good thing about going 3-4-3 is the 4.5 million mids are much better than the 4.5 million strikers. Yeah, I looked at Phillips. West Brom. I mean, I don't know. Do something like this. Swansea. Imagine me trying to complete my team on stream. Be a nightmare. And then you could have Phillips as the 4th midfielder. But that's still with Willian and Ramsey. Do you know what I mean? It only leaves me 8.5 up front. I don't know. Do I really like Defoe or Firmino? Not sure I do. Maybe Firmino is decent. I don't know. I mean, Kane and Ali are the problems, really. Yeah, that's the problem with so many heavy hitting forwards. As soon as one does well, people will be swapping. Here's a question. Oh, actually, I've put the there's a few polls I've put up. One of them is about formations. I mean, my thinking is that most of these people are saying they're going to go 4 or 5 at the back. It will not happen. By the time Gameweek 1 gets around. Exactly, Phil. You can't have everyone. If I sat here and put in everyone that people are talking about, I wouldn't have any of the previous players I've had. Bakayoko injured until September. Fabregas might play. Yeah, I still like Willian though. I don't know, Fabregas always does well when he plays. A lot of teams don't have Man City. Is that because of... Sorry, a lot of teams don't have a lot of Man City. Is that because of rotation? I think defence-wise they're kind of put off. I kind of said it earlier. You really want De Bruyne probably in midfield. Sané is an okay pick. But I think you're basically getting Sané because you can't afford De Bruyne. And Jesus and Aguero take up a valuable spot, and maybe people are worried over which one's going to start. Mata is... I don't think Mata is a good starting pick. But sometime down the line, he might be okay. There you go. Everyone happy now? Does that look much better than it did before? So it's basically Firmino and Carroll. Firmino, Carroll and Phillips instead of McBurney, Pogba and Redmond. Maybe that is better. I don't know. Get Rooney in. If Rooney had better fixtures, I'd be all over it, honestly. Come on, Matt Phillips was great last year. Matt Ritchie, I like the fact that he's all on set pieces. I don't know if I want to go with any Newcastle to start. Yeah, a few people have mentioned Deeney to me. New manager, I suppose. Are they going to be straight back to playing him week in, week out? I guess so. On penalties. Not the greatest opening fixtures though. Do I think Rooney's going to start every game? Maybe. Maybe not. I mean, right now it looks quite unlikely. Don't know if they're going to buy another striker. You'd rather Mane or Salah than Firmino. Yeah, but they both cost more money. And they take up a different spot. Obviously, you could just play 3-5-2 though. So the problem with Loftus-Cheek is... I kind of spoke to a Crystal Palace fan before we heard anything today, and they said he's probably play as long as Punchin doesn't, and Punchin's just been named captain. So does that mean he's going to start more often? Is he going to be a bit like Carrick, that he's club captain but doesn't start all the time? I don't know. Yeah, Mawson. I have thought about Mawson. It's just those fixtures. Mkhitaryan could be a better option than Pogba, yeah. Pogba's just nailed, that's the only thing. You know, Perisic, they're still on about buying Perisic apparently. Well, I mean, Tom Carroll's the same price as Loftus-Cheek. I'm probably not going to go for 4.5 million mids. Need United defensive caliber. Lindelof. Lindelof is so boring though. So you're just basically buying him because he plays for Man United, which I realise sounds a bit stupid actually now I've said it out loud, but he's not the one you want. With Alonso, 5.7 points per game. I mean, to be fair, that is absolutely ridiculous. But stick a 7 million price. I mean, I like Azpilicueta if he plays wing back. Will you be thinking of moving Foster on once you are? Quite possibly, yeah. I'll have another look at rotation. Buy is a season keeper. I don't know, 6 million. I don't know if they're gonna get enough extra points like for attacking returns or bonus. And Buy is decent for bonus, I think, but I don't know. I'm not super interested. I mean, you probably want Valencia, but he's 6.5, and you're just not paying 6.5 for Valencia, I don't think. Trippier and Milner. Yeah, I mean, I could go bigger at the back. If Yoshida was a 4.5, I could upgrade Bertrand to 6. The template is forming. I don't think it is. And now, if Man United or Mourinho decides to keep the wing-back formation, then Valencia's a different prospect, I think. Valencia winds me up, though. He doesn't cross enough. He would get to the byline, stops the ball, and then passes inside every time. It just does my head in. Yeah, Romero's... I think Man United have got most of the highest points per game last year. You've got that... is it Josh Harrop? Just for like playing one game. Romero's a really good backup keeper. I mean, obviously 11.5 is ridiculous, but... Kaku, 6 points per game. What a legend. Do we think Jesus is going to keep it up? I think he's going to be good. I don't know if he's going to be as good as he looked last year. What's the word on Shaw? So, that sounded really posh, Shaw. Rumour is he's going to be given another chance, but he's injured, so don't think he's going to be back for the start of the season. If he was, he's going to be another chance. He'd be straight in my team at 5.5 million. No doubt about it. Yeah, Pedro I kind of like, and longer term he's probably the better pick than William, but he's 8 million, not 7. I just think if I'm going to start with a Chelsea asset, William seems like a really good price. I mean, template-wise, there's always going to be a few players that you see in most teams, but I don't think there's a massive template just yet. Do I consider De Bruyne a rotation risk for 10 million? I mean, he still is a bit of a rotation risk, but he started the most out of all. I think all their players, not just midfielders. So it's a decent enough pick, especially at the start of the season. Sure is 5 million. Yeah, I think I said that, didn't I? Didn't I say at 5 million he'd be straight in my team? Trippier's nailed until Spurs sign, right, yeah. When is the ice cream in the goal? I can eat an ice cream. Who will score the highest, Ericsson or Ali? Did I say 5.5 million? Well, I apologise. I know he's 5. Who will score more, Ericsson or Ali? Ericsson this year. Yeah, exactly, right? So, I can't remember if I said this about Ozil on the Scoutcast, but just before we went on, because we have a set of questions, like we kind of know what's going to come up. And one of them was about who's overpriced. Now, Ozil came up straight away, for myself included. I thought I'd better have a quick look about what he got. Because by all... You know, if you ask anyone in who plays FPL, Ozil was awful last year, right? But then you look at the points per match, and where is he? 5.1. Now, don't get me wrong, that's not perfect for 9.5 million. But when you consider that everyone thinks he had an awful season, what's he going to do if he actually has a good season? And 9.5 million, maybe that's the way into the Arsenal team. If he had come in at 8.5, which is what I thought he might have been, I reckon I'd go for him. I really do. Like, will he go back to having one of his great seasons, 20 assists or whatever? So yeah, he could go under the radar, to be honest. No, I mean 9.5 is a bit of a risk to bring him into your team, to be fair, but I don't know, we'll see. How's it going, Espen? Ben Davis might be an option, but only for the start of the season. I don't want to put too many players in that are only good for the start of the season. I think Trippier does have attacking potential. I think he's much better attacking than he is a defender. I really do think they're going to buy a different right back. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Luke Williams. Yeah, you hate Ozil. Yeah, no, fair enough. He's probably not going to score like Ali, but I don't know. That's the other thing about people going on about 5 at the back. You know, they scored so many points, which is the same as this guy and this guy. You don't have to have the player for the whole time. Like, I'm sure, I don't know, Milner's points per game was great, but when Lukaku was banging in 4 goals and I had him captain, didn't really care about his points per game for that particular one. Anyone hear a guy on Radio 5 talking about FPL cash mini leagues running into trouble with the gambling commission? I don't know if that's really anything we should be worried about. How are they going to know? Set up the league. Yeah, alright. Alright, lads. I will forget to do it otherwise. Ta-da! What if I could have just renewed that actually? No, I didn't. Yeah, I could have, but I didn't want to. But I'll delete that. Delete that. Delete that. All right, it's set up. Hang on a sec. Let me whack it in chat. Let me know if that works. I'm going to put it in the description as well. Sorted. Don't you think FPL should offer a decent sized trophy for them as well? Yeah, it would be nice to have something like that, to be honest. I think the prizes are still a little off considering how many people play. Milner would have scored more points than Alonso had him in class to defend them 0.5 and less. Yeah, I'm super interested in Milner if he nails down a spot. Still haven't started my Sky team actually. I don't know if I will. Kind of want to, but just know it won't happen. I noticed everyone's doing FPL streams now. Gonna start getting taken over soon. Start a proper trend. You've come up with maybe the answer to Gameweek 1. You should start a stream, TM. I would tune into that. Come on, Toby, what's the answer to Gameweek 1? Difference between Milner and Alonso is that the Liverpool defence is shite. Yeah. Yeah, maybe, but it would have still done really well. So yeah, we'll get Tiam at some point. He always says he's going to come on. I'm never sure if he's serious or not. Yeah, I might look at doing a few more 2 people, maybe even 3 people streams. Yeah, we'll see. Worry about that close to the season. Invite Mark. Mark always says he's going to come on. Then he never does. good few people joined already. Cool. Big Ricey, can you be a guest? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. How's it going, Jeff? Lacazette has a ridiculous goal scoring record since he was a youth player. I'm worried. About as worried as any. Like, it's hard to fit them all in, right? Is he? Yes, he's got a good goal scoring record. Is he better than Kane and Lukaku have proven in the Premier League? And like, I don't think that Lacazette's gonna have a problem, but is he better than Kane and Lukaku? Am I heading to the Arts Festival? Nope, I don't think so. Can't be doing with all that grass. Just hay fever central. Yeah, and now switch to West Ham. There's also still plenty of rumours going around that they're going to be in for Javier Hernandez as well, which is really interesting because he'll probably come in at 8. I think 8.5 if he was at a better club. But 8 million for Hernandez, I'd definitely be interested in him. Although, what are West Ham's fixtures like? Chico in my team, I'd love that. Oh, of course, Man United away. Oh yeah, 3 away fixtures to start. That's pretty bad. But Javier Hernandez, he's the one. I'll keep that team for now. Someone asked me earlier, Lukaku captain, definitely for Gameweek 1, 100%. Kane for Swansea, is it? Burnley, sorry, in Swansea. Sorry if you missed this. Am I looking to a wildcard in Game 3 or 4? No. Well, maybe. I'm not planning for it, to be honest. Please discuss the dunk choice. Well, the 4.5 million defenders are kind of placeholders. Someone said to me dunk was okay for Brighton. That's about it, really. But I kind of like the sound of their new guy. Is it Sutner? Same price? Sutner? I don't know. I'm probably butchering that. And I read the Fantasy Football Scout article on the day. It's supposed to be pretty good. Or maybe a good option. He is playing for Brighton after all. Thoughts on a bench boost game week 1 for an added advantage? I mean, it doesn't matter when you get the points for bench boost, right? I'd rather wait until I've probably got a bit more money to spend on it. So no, I'm not going to bench boost game week 1. A poll should decide on one guest. Do you want me to put a poll up for which guest? That seems a bit harsh. Why not just get them all on at some point? Let me check the polls actually. Sorry, loads of clicking. You did make the show bigger, right? So you did. I appreciate that. So is Ramsey a good pick? So 35%. So there's only 20 responses so far. If you want to like vote, you can do so in the top right corner. In fact, I'll wait for a few more votes. Top right corner, click the little eye, and you can vote on your picks. I'm just voting on mine. Dunk is a card, mate. Yeah, I'll probably get rid of him, to be honest. I don't want to give 4.5 million defenders too much thought at the moment. Fairly set on Zaha. Don't think so. 7 million? So it's not a bad price, really. It's hard to get out of my head that he was like 5.5 or 6 last year. What striker would Chelsea have to buy to make me want them? I mean, Aguero or Aubameyang would be a good start. Otherwise, it's Morata probably for them. Don't know if Morata would tempt me. But, yeah, he's a pretty good player. He would tempt me for sure. Would he tempt me more than Lukaku or Kane? Don't know. If they get Aubameyang, I think he'd be straight on my team, because Aubameyang is a FIFA legend. I'd have to get him. Hello. Any specific strategy this year? Not really. Same as last year, I suppose. Try not to make too many mistakes. Not worry about ownership. Not worry about if everybody owns a player. One of the things I did last year as well is I didn't really go too kind of out there for captain choice. I kind of went sensible. And if I had a close decision between the midfielder and the striker, I tended to go with the midfielder. That's mainly because I had Sanchez. I don't know if I'd do the same with my current midfield, but yeah, take hits where needed. Yeah, I mean, look, I remember playing with Lacazette in FIFA as well for like FIFA 15 or FIFA 16. Played with him loads and loved him. I realise that's absolutely not a reason to pick someone for your fantasy football team, but still. No Man City players? No, not at the moment. I just don't really know who I'd fit in. Will I beat last season's nearly 100 points of hits? I doubt it, but maybe. I'm not going to worry about it, to be honest. I'll take him where I think it's needed. Other weeks I won't take him at all. If Lacazette gets a brace in the first week, do you get him? That depends on what the other strikers do. Probably not. Stoke away, Liverpool away, Chelsea away in the next 3. Think I could resist it. I'll try not to knee-jerk too much. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, people. We're dropping on the old likes. 143 of you watching. All go and hit that like button now. I haven't seen any pre-season stuff yet, actually. Apart from Lukaku's great goal yesterday. I hope you all saw that. Yeah, David Batty in your first FPL team. Damn. Well, I had Pogba, and then people moaned at me for not playing 3-4-3, so I changed it a bit. But this was my... I love how annoyed people get about Ramsey. This was my original team before I come online. Something like this. Shit, who does McBurney even play for? Is it Swansea? Jesus Christ. Who are they? Oh, I think I bought him because he is the least owned. 4.5 million. Yeah, basically, that was my reasoning. Who else did I have? Redmond. And the Pogster. So this is what I had before tonight. I think that looks okay. You've been watching other FPL streams, Big Righty? Oh my god. I thought me and you were tight. Oh god, I can't use that word, tight. Jesus, I'm too old. What was I about to check then? Someone just said something to me. Oh, Zaha. Yeah, what are Crystal Palace's fixtures like? Huddersfield, Swansea, Burnley, and Southampton around Liverpool. Alright, not that bad. Not that bad at all. Reckon I could do better than. Hang on, have I not designed the kit yet? Oh Jesus, I haven't. Okay. Hang on a sec. Oh my god, it's fancy. It's not usually like this, is it? Black sleeves. Perfect. Yep, sponsored by EA for sure. Look at that, that is beautiful. Yeah, sure. That's pretty nice. There you go. Live kit design. Yeah, I should have done a vote. Maybe we'll update it next time. That's beautiful colouring. Looks like something your granddad would wear. Really? Damn, we got a cool granddad. I'd love to see Paul Pogba and Lukaku running around in that kit. And really, it should be black shorts. There you go, what about that? Happy days. Not scared of no Liverpool cover, not really, no. Everyone loving the kit now. Okay, perfect. Drop a like on the stream just because of the kit. Why not? What's the story behind the Shane Long foot card? I need to put that in the description, really, don't I? Basically, I won it from work, and I think this year the winner gets James Rodriguez foot card. Who wins the league and who gets the golden boot? So golden boot. How big is the Wembley factor? It's got to be Kane again, I think. Do I think Lukaku could get it in Man United, or will he have a tough first season? Will he get penalties? Obviously, Kane has penalties. Going Kane again is so boring, though. Jesus, don't think so. Aguero, I'm not convinced. I'm going to say Kane again. Who's going to win the league? The thing is, if Chelsea get a decent striker, that's still a really great team. Winning it twice in a row, pretty difficult. Lots more competition. Liverpool aren't going to win it. Arsenal probably not going to win it. Could Mourinho win it in his second season at Man United? We'll see who he buys first. Man City, I mean, they've strengthened in defence. If Company can stay fit, then they look pretty decent. I'm going to go Kane and Man City, but I really hope it's Man United, obviously. Everton 101, Jesus. Will Galway win the All Ireland? Sure. I have no idea what's going on in that competition, I'm afraid. I'm not even going to pretend. Excuse me. Verratti, but he wouldn't be an FPL pick, I don't think. Be awesome if we get him though, but not convinced. See to win the league and Brighton first game. Yeah, it's away, right? Not that that's probably going to matter. I want De Bruyne, but I want Aguero to leave so I can just get Jesus in. Is Azpilicueta on penalties until Hazard's back? I doubt it. It'd be great though. Jesus top goal scorer. I don't know. I don't think so. Use Johnny in the chat. No, not usually. So I think William will start, yeah, with Hazard out. Unless they buy new players that might take his spot, but I doubt it. Somehow. 50 likes. Good people, good people. Obviously make sure to subscribe as well if you're new around here, nearly up to 12.75, nearly. Yeah, that's probably fair enough. I don't think Aguero is going to leave, to be honest. I know I've got no tissue around though to blow. That's why I had to turn the mic off. Double Southampton's locked in. Not locked in, but I kind of like the idea of having Bertrand. They've got really good home fixtures, and at 5 million, Yoshida seems like a pretty good pick. If Leicester had better fixtures, I'd really like someone like Maguire. Again, I'd like Mawson as well, 5 million, but with better strikers. Oh, excuse me. Kane over Lacazette, yeah. No City. Where do I fit a City player in? I mean, I could have Sané and Phillips instead of Pogba and Redmond. Maybe. I do have interest in Cedric, yeah. I don't know if he's 100% better or like a much better than Yoshida. We'll see. Lukaku's not going anywhere. If anyone goes, it's Kane. Richard Big Rice is only messing about. He's always in these streams. He's a great man. You don't think I'm definitely starting with Lukaku, 100%, unless he gets injured. Is Kolarov? No. I mean, this doesn't seem too bad to me, this move, but I probably don't need double Man United attack. But again, I'm pretty much just buying Sané because he's cheap. Not because I really want him. I mean, who I really want is De Bruyne. Oh, I can't stop yawning now. And there you go. Is that much better? I don't know. Zabaleta not getting a mention, but he's at West Ham. Do you think Walcott will start much? Probably. I don't know. I mean, he's quite a young player with a lot of potential, so maybe he will. Jesus, I can't stop yawning. Oh yeah, I look at the polls. Ali to De Bruyne and Sané to Mickey. Yeah, that's another option. I don't know. De Bruyne was playing deep for a time last season, but he did kind of come back towards the end of the season and be a bit more attacking. Plus, he still scored 199 points, which is pretty impressive. And obviously he's on set piece as well, which is really nice. Sorry, absolutely excuse me if you can for this yawning. Ridiculous. Okay, cards, i.e. polls. Is Aaron Ramsey a good pick? 35% say it's a coverage pick. 31% say it's just not a great choice. 18% say yes, it's a great pick. And 15% say truly awful. Can Cedric cover Bertrand? 79% of you say yes. Your number one forward choice is... Ooh, this is close. 45% say Kane. 44% say Lukaku. 6% say Jesus. 3% say Lacazette. And none of you said Aguero. Wow. Poor Aguero. Which formation are you currently on? 66% say 3-4-3, 20% 3-5-2, 5% 4-4-2, 5% 4-3-3, and 3% are on 5-3-2, supposedly. Yeah, sorry if I'm making you yawn. I can't stop now. Hang on. You think I need to go 3-4-3? I don't want to go 3-4-3 unless there's a better option, really. Firmino's not penalty taker, no, Milner is. Yeah, I mean, if I get rid of Kane, I could bulk up defence. I could do all sorts, but at some point I just got to spend the money. Lessons learned, don't sell Alonso before his 21-point haul for a hit. Yeah, that's probably not the greatest idea, to be honest. Would not recommend that. That'd be one of my top FPL tips. Yeah, J-Rod is an interesting one at 6 million. Is Josh King a good captain choice? Nah. Josh King's not worth it, I don't think. Cheers, Jax. Jack6 is offering a lot to the stream. I appreciate spending his free time to hang out. I mean, I like the thought of Jay Rodriguez at 6 million. I just don't know if I like the thought of Jay Rodriguez after a big injury and playing for West Brom. When will the draft be up? I think it's sometime this week, isn't it? Do I know Mark's full team? No, I bet Mark doesn't even know his full team yet. I don't think he doesn't tend to put as much work in until gets closer to Gameweek 1. I noticed you are very reliant on 3 teams from the off. West Brom, Spurs and Southampton, a bit dodgy. Potentially, yeah. Can I pick my 4-3-3 team? I could. What's the viewer record on here? Did we ever hit 200? I think we hit 200 plus. I mean, usually once the stream ends, and like a few days later, whatever you're kind of seeing, it's usually a bit higher. But there was over 200. It was during, I think it was during. I don't think you go 4-3-3 and two of your mids are Ramsey and Willian, right? Look how many changes you're all saying. It's tough, lads. It's tough. 4-4-2 will be easier, I'd say. Oh, wow, maybe not. Oh wait, that's not 4-4-2 though, is it? Idiot. Still only 8 million to spend though. Alonso for Bertrand. I think Azpilicueta, that's as good as you're getting. I could do something like that, I suppose. Man, people are really disliking Kane in the stream. I think it's a mistake, personally. I mean, I don't know who I spend 1 million on. I guess that gives me the Man United player that I crave. Here we go. Who would you pick between De Bruyne and Jesus? Probably De Bruyne. I mean, Kane is super expensive. Like, we got to kind of look at him. Like Aguero, I got rid of in the end last year because of his price. Now, obviously, he wasn't doing as well. Maybe Kane will hit the ground running, but 12.5 million, you've got to consider that that's just too much money. But he did score ridiculously last year. That's a pretty good defence, right? Okay midfield and good strikers. Maybe 4-4-2 is the way to go. 4-3-3 I don't like at all. I'm fairly certain I'm going to start with 2 strikers. Kane has always started slowly. It doesn't mean he will start slowly this year. The only thing I will say about Kane is, yes, end of the season he was ridiculous, but he was just shooting for fun, and on another day some of those goals don't go in, I don't think. So I don't want to remember those like that 4-goal haul or whatever it was at the end. If I had to choose between Ali and Kane, who would it be? I don't know. Ali seems the better value. If Sanchez dropped to 11.5, would he create a bandwagon? I don't think he'd create a bandwagon, but he'd be in more teams. Alright, look, just for fun, just to keep you all happy, let's play around with this a bit, right? So we'll go back to 4. Again, this is just the placeholder. We'll go back to 3-5-2. That dude will do. Although I ain't doubling on Newcastle defence. That doesn't matter. Simpson, there we go. I'd really struggle to choose which other striker to get if I don't get Kane, between Lacazette and the 2 Man City dudes. Whereas Lacazette 10.5. Do I even like those fixtures? I don't know if I do. I mean, 4 million to upgrade them. Nearly enough for Liverpool player. But then I'm still without any Man City. This is so tricky. Especially with you lot around. I suppose I don't need. Oh, then I'm back to Redmond. Lukaku's going nowhere. Lukaku is going nowhere. I think Willian's in my team, to be honest. I'm not removing Ali if I'm removing Kane. Willian is staying in my team. That's a no negotiation. Phillips and Redmond though, ugh, don't know. I mean, Azpilicueta is an obvious downgrade. Just go back to Bertrand. But again, I'm just basically going up to like Ramsey territory. I've got rid of Kane. How far behind are you? I'm not going 4-3-3. Oh, this is so good. There's just so many comments. See you later, Jeff. Yeah, I'll do another stream soon, I expect. I don't want to go overkill at the start of the season. There's only so many times I can go around in circles. There's so many players like being touted. I don't know. And now you've made me change my team. I'm super struggling because I don't really want to like double on Arsenal, right? If I get Ramsey, then I probably just get Jesus. But then I don't want. Do I need De Bruyne as well? Maybe they'll smash it. Opening fixtures. How many times will I captain Kane against Burnley and Swansea? That's probably it. Burnley and Swansea, so not in 4-2 or 1. 4-2-1. 1-2-4. So you're happy to captain, maybe, yeah. I would captain him. Oh yeah, all of this is completely irrelevant, but we don't care about that. I'm keeping Ramsey just because it winds people up so much. He's now nailed in my team, Aaron Ramsey. His first name on the team sheet. Thoughts on Charlie Daniels? I like Daniels, 5 million. I wish fixtures were a bit better, but I quite like that option. Yeah, of course my team will look different. That's half the fun, isn't it? That's why you guys are here. Right, 11 o'clock. I am gonna have to start logging off. But it's been a pleasure. Thanks for all the thoughts. I'll make sure that Aaron Ramsey is 100% in my team before we go. Wijnaldum is better than Ramsey. I'm not convinced by that, but we'll see. If you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe, let you know when I'm going live again. Don't know when that'll be, but follow me on Twitter and I'll let you know. And hit that like button before you log off for the night. Maybe, if we hit 100 likes next few minutes, maybe I'll get rid of Ramsey from my team. Anyway, good night. Appreciate you all tuning in. We'll do this again soon. But until then, I will catch you later.